This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2, verse 9. And when I looked, behold, an hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. Verse 10. And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without. And there was written therein lamentations and mourning and woe. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of great millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2, verse 9 through 10, is that I came across this video today on social media where Joe Rogan is speaking to Ice Cube in regards to the CBDCs, okay? And in this video, he's concerned about it, all right? And he speaks against it because he knows it means total control, okay? Because unless you've been living underneath a rock, all right, these CBDCs are programmable digital currency, all right, and they can program it to prevent you to buy certain things, all right. For example, like he says in this video, which I'm going to play, a plane ticket if you decide to speak against the government in a tweet, okay? If you don't have your updated jabs, okay, inoculation, all right, they can program it where you can't buy certain things, you can't get loans, all right, you can't move into certain areas, yeah, okay. And so this is what he's concerned about. But hey, this is why the Lord set up his prophets, okay? Mainly he had great millstone through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right, to warn our people, okay? And I believe Joe Rogan is a Jake. I did some research on his background, and one of his grandparents is Scottish, and the rest are Italian, and I believe Sicilian, okay? And of course, when you see his upbringing, all right, he grew up without a father. His father left at the age 7. He speaks of his, when he remembers about his father, it was very violent, okay? And then after his father left at age 7, he was raised by a single mother. He left. He was born in Jersey, Newark. All right. Then he left and went to California. Then he left from there with his mother to Florida. Then he left from Florida to Massachusetts. Okay. So he's on the, from reading that, it's like, yeah, those are the curses. Okay. And then of course he's speaking to Ice Cube, and Ice Cube, he's a Jake. All right. So yeah, again, to our people, all that's coming is lamentations, mourning, and woe. All right, it's not going to get better, it's going to get worse. And you haven't seen nothing yet, because once they implement this CBDC, all right, it's going to shake a lot of people, and there's going to be a lot of uproars, okay? And then of course they're going to right after that, they're going to implement the charagma, the M to the O to the B, the digital R, because that's why they're doing this. All right, because they want to put a device in your skin, okay? Surveillance under the skin, all right? So they can track what you buy and what you sell, all right? And if you decide to speak up against the government, all right, you don't go nowhere. Access denied. or they shut your chip off, as Andrew Russo said, okay, in his interview with Alex Jones. So let me play this video, Lord willing, this less edifying. Again, let me read it one more time. Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 9, and when I looked, behold, an hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. Verse 10, and he spread it before me, and was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations, mourning, and woe. And that's all you find throughout the scriptures, because that's the book, all right? Lamentations, mourning, and woe. And we're in a time of great lamentations and mourning and woe. So let's play this video. Lord willing, this lesson's edifying to the sincere Akim and Akwaf, all right? The hopeful elect.
Hoping people wake up enough to at least slow it down. Because people are pushing in a very obvious and very specific direction. They want digital currency, centralized digital currency that they control. And they want to get everybody on a social credit score system. They're probably connected to some sort of a vaccine app. Or if you want to travel around, all they would need is another pandemic to try to push that shit through. And they're already talking about that. It's very spooky. Because when you look into the history of this lab and them funding it and this getting out and the way they responded to it, the whole thing is so scary because it was effective. It was effective and very, very financially effective. I mean, they made a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
And if they could do something similar again and then clamp down more on people, that's what scares me. This talk of centralized digital currency, that's what they have in China. If you fuck up in China and you get a bad social credit score because you tweeted something they didn't like, now you can't buy a plane ticket. Now you can't buy a car.
Yeah.
Now you can't get a loan. Now you can't do something. You step the fucking line and people self-censor because they don't want to be a part of that. Now they got you.
Yep, they got you. Once you self-censor,
yeah,
got you where they want you.
Yeah, we know that they were involved in Twitter. We know that the government was involved in silencing different voices. You know, they stopped that Hunter Biden laptop story from getting out before the election. It's so obviously dirty shit.
There you go. You know, again, you know, what he said, hey, it's on point, man. Okay? Total control. All right? Look at China. All right? And that's where the world is heading to. China is a testing ground, okay? And as you see in front of your screen, 130 countries race towards CBDC system, the most already in advanced phases research, right? And this article got the report from DC-based think tank, the Atlantic Council, all right? It says that 130 countries representing 98% of the world's gross domestic product are exploring a CBDC, up from only 35 countries that was considering a CBDC in May 2020. Well, look at that. Why all of a sudden now, all these countries are considering a CBDC, working on it, and in advanced phases too for the most of these countries, right? Because it was that pandemic that exacerbated it, okay? That created that problem. All right, where people were like, these countries were like, yeah, we got to go into CBDC, okay? And then, of course, America doing nothing but sanctioning, all right, using the American dollar as a weapon. So a lot of these countries are like, oh, you know, we need to get into a digital currency, central bank digital currency, all right? And again, it's all in control. It's all based on control, all right? Because that's what these elites want. They want everybody to go cashless, all right? And so America is basically being the boogeyman, all right, forcing these nations to go digital, all right? Oh, we got to escape the dollar. We got to get away from the dollar. Right? You're going right into their hands. That's the trap, okay? Let me bring this scripture out. 2nd Esdras chapter 9, verse 20. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it, right? Okay, and there's going to be major peril. Again, lamentations, mourning, and woe. That's what's coming. Did you hear that from Joe Rogan? All right? That's all. Wasn't he not talking about that? Lamentations and mourning, okay? And that's basically what's on his mind. All right? So And that's all that's coming right to the world again, because the Bible prophesied that this has to happen. Another article right here. The reason why I'm bringing this out, because you having a negative tone out there about CBDCs, and so that's why you're seeing like the opposition. Hey, go to Bitcoin, go to Bitcoin. Sorry, okay, Bitcoin too. All right, that's why they're testing it right now. All right, Bitcoin. All right, is being used under the skin, according to this CNBC article. And this article came out April 13th, 2018. Interesting, number 13 when they published it. All right, that's the elites love using that number, 13. Okay, but this weirdo Edomite from Germany, okay, he's had an implant in his hand, right? The charagma in his hand since 2014, and using Bitcoin as a form of payment, okay, to do transactions with. Again, I'm just speaking as a man. It really doesn't matter what digital currency is being used, as long as you're in the system, all right, and you have that device, all right, in your skin using it. That's all that matters. They want you in the blockchain technology infrastructure, all right? You can use whatever cryptocurrency you want, as long as that digital is being used, all right, to scan to purchase, okay? So as long as there's some form of currency in that digital or in that MOTB, it doesn't matter what currency you use. And I'm just seeing it, okay? And I'm speaking as a man, but it's not just CBDCs, all right? They're gonna, again, ESOL has to give you the illusion of choice, all right? Like, for example, you have different cell phone companies, Samsung, all right? Apple, right? But they're still controlled by the same people, if you catch my drift, okay? Internet servers, right? Comcast, AT&T, still controlled by the same group of people, all right? If you understand if you catch my drift. So, let me get Revelation chapter 1, verse 1, because John saw this. He saw people lining up taking this device, all right? Because these people were put in a situation that they had no choice, all right? And really, the reason why they took it, because they didn't believe in the Lord. And this is really talking to our people, all right? They didn't believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right? Even those that know that they're Israelites, okay? You're going to have a lot of Israelites that are going to take that charagma because it wasn't mixed with faith, all right? That's why we go hard for this truth. That's why we keep pushing the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, okay? Daily, all right, in truth, because we want the Lord, all right, to be with us when the hour of temptation comes, all right? Because none of us know what we're going to do in that situation, all right? But guess what? If you've been pushing the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai continually, bringing out his word, all right, he's going to protect you from the hour of temptation. You know what? Let me get that. I keep saying it. Let me get that. All right? Revelation 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I, and who's the I? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. Right, so it's going to be of the Lord that's going to keep you from the hour of temptation, not yourself. All right, that's why we have Great Millstone. We constantly push this word and daily, all right, walk on eggshells, all right, because we understand the times that we're living in. We shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, right? The whole earth is going to be tried by, all right, this device, this MOTB, and you're clearly seeing the infrastructure being built right before your eyes, all right? Something's going to happen where the whole financial system is going to change overnight, okay? Something's going to happen. Okay, you got the Fed now. All right, they're in there, right? You got the Fed now. They're working on it, right? What's that? The Fed now. All right, news. All right, you got the Fed now, early adopter. Okay, this is from COINTELGRAPH. Wow, that's a first. Yeah, hey, Satan got to do his one too. Why all of a sudden now the internet is running slow? Now the internet's running slow. And I pay for the highest internet service possible that I can afford. So I don't. Damn, this is crazy. Okay, but yeah, there it is. Federal Reserve reveals 57 companies clear to use Fed now. Maybe this one. Okay, here we go. All right. So you have 41 financial institutions on the list are participating as sender receivers and correspondents supporting settlements. Right, settlements, including J.P. Morgan. Well, you should already knew that. BNY Mellon, you should already knew that. Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank Corp. All right, and People's Bank. 15 institutions that provide processing services on behalf of participants have also been selected, including Finistra, Open Payment Network, FPS Gold. A full list of participants can be seen here. Let's see who's a part of it. Okay. Whoa, look at all these. Okay. There's a lot. There is a lot. So it's happening right before your eyes. Okay. Finistra. All right. I've seen this company before. Involved in a particular Finstra. Yup, here we go. Yup, RippleNet via Fusion Total Message. RippleNet via Fusion Finstra. This is Finstra. Okay. So you have this company Finistra working with Ripple. I knew it. All right. Yup. There it is. Ripple partners with world's third largest fintech firm, Finistra. Okay. Which is working with the Federal Reserve. So it's all connected. Yeah, man. This is going down. All right. Pay attention to this company, Ripple Partners. Pay attention to Ripple Labs. I'm telling y'all. Pay attention to this company. They've been working with the central bankers. All right. They're working with all the major financial institutions throughout the world. Pay attention. Continuing on. Let's get back to the scriptures. All right. Slack if I went on a tangent. But, yep. Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Okay. And that's where we're getting to. All right. The C hip. The M to the O to the B. And they're building the infrastructure right before your eyes. Even Joe Rogan, he's very concerned. Okay? Again, lamentations, mourning, and woes. And this is a major lamentation. This is a major mourning. All right? And if you take that charagma, all right, woe unto you, death and destruction. 11, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Right? And that's this truth, the wisdom and understanding of the scriptures. Okay? So let's go back to, oh, by the way, real quickly, I also wanted to bring this out for the Bitcoin, okay, enthusiasts out there, all right? Okay? So, yeah, you got these clowns talking about Bitcoin and, it's going to, you'll be able to hide from and secure your transactions, and nobody can take your Bitcoin, and the government can't pry into you. All this madness, all these lies. Okay, well, first of all, Bitcoin, the technology, the foundation of technology, all right, comes from, all right, the NSA, because the hash function, all right, the secure hash algorithm, which is part of the Bitcoin program, comes from the NSA, the National Security Agency. So, again, Bitcoin was created by the federal government. Continue moving on. All right? Just want to throw that out there for all these Bitcoin enthusiasts out there. Okay? Again, that's why I keep saying it doesn't matter what cryptocurrency you use as long as you're in the system using it with that digital all, the M to the O to the B. Revelation 1 and 1. The revelation of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, which the Most High Power Yahweh gave unto him to show unto his servants, and the servants, okay, are the Israelites, all right, the elect of Israel. Let's clarify that, because you can know you're an Israelite all you want, but if you're not teaching 100% truth, all right, you're not the servants of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Things which must shortly come to pass. So it is coming to pass. That's what I'm going to bring out. It is shortly coming to pass. Okay? We are the final generation. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. Right. That's the order. You see how order works? All right? In the heavens, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, gave everything unto his son, Yahweh Shai, who sits at the right hand. And Yahweh Shai then, all right, orders the angels, all right, to work on the minds of his servants, like John, okay? 2, who bear record of the word of the Most High and of the testimony of Yahweh Shai and Mashiach, and of all things he saw, right? So John saw everything, okay? When you go into the word saw, it means to see, okay? To perceive with his eyes, plain. 3, blessed is he that readeth. And that's why you got to be reading. You got to get into these words. Like the M to the A to the R to the K. All right? Let's get that real quickly. All right? We've done it before, but repetition is the art of remembrance. Okay? So, let me not do that. Let me not cut corners. Let me type it out. All right. So, right? Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a M to the A to the R to the K in their right hand or in their foreheads. 17. That no man might buy or sell, save he that had the M to the A to the R to the K, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, right? So now let's go into the word. It's charagma, which means, okay, a scratch or etching, okay? And they have to scratch you. They have to open your skin to put that device in you, all right? A stamp, an imprinted mark. Let's look up the word imprinted. All right, on surface or body. Okay. Punch, print, engrave, etch. Okay. Just to name, just a couple of synonyms for imprinted. This is a good one. The mark branded upon horses. You see that? And that's what Esau wants to do to the people on earth. He wants to brand them like cattle, okay? Like an animal. Okay? Then if you go to the root word, which is karax, a pail or stake, okay? And that's what Esau, all right, wants to do, all right, to the people on the earth. He wants to, all right, put a stake on them, like, this is my property, all right? And those that take it, that's what you're saying. You're saying Esau is your property, all right? You're saying he's your power. You also have palisade, which is this word is powerful. It says, a fence or wooden stakes or iron railings fixed in the ground, forming an enclosure or defense. Right. He wants to enclose you, all right, in this system. Total control. Enclose. Okay? impaling, stake. Again, there's the word stake again. Barricade. Yeah, he wants to barricade you in this system. Okay? So, let me bring this out. It's one of my favorite scriptures. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I've made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. And that's why the Lord has his servants, the prophets, out daily, putting out these videos daily to warn our people what's to come. Lamentations, mourning, and woe. Lamentations, mourning, and woe. That's what's coming. It's only going to get worse from here on out. I mean, you heard from Joe Rogan. You could hear it in his speech. Matthew chapter 13, verse 16. I'll start at I'll start at 14. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. Right. So here it is. We can show you videos. We can show you news articles. Okay. But the bulk of our people still not going to see it. They're not going to perceive it. That they have to seek the Lord if they want to be protected from what's to come. Because, hey, now Jake knows about the charagma. A lot of Jake know. But there's no solution to how do you get away from this. Okay? Because they have no faith in the words of the Lord. So some of them are gonna take it, some of them are gonna fight against the government, some of them are gonna attempt suicide, and it is what it is. 15. For the people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. Right. And then you got those that see this and they can't put two together. They still would say that the charagma is plantation Christianity. The charagma is sin. The charagma is embargo. I mean, they change up their doctrine every few years. It's confusion. All right? So that means that they clearly can't see. They clearly can't put two to two together. 16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. Right? And you got to praise Yahweh Bashmi Shai that he was supping with you, that he's supping with you, okay? And that you can see where this is leading to, okay? This is talking about the charagma, the M to the O to the B. 17. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Right? Because the disciples back then, the prophets back then, all right? John, for example, okay, they didn't see this, okay, for example, see that in their lifetime, okay, in terms of that prophecy, because it didn't happen in the time of Rome. Now, John did see the future, all right, of it, but he died on the island of Patmos. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, okay? So, we're very fortunate that we are witnessing these prophecies in our lifetime, okay? And if you have spiritual eyes, you should know that we are these prophets coming back, okay? The prophets are subject to the prophets, all right? But the point is, hey, all those prophets, all right, like John, okay, and Peter, okay, and Paul, all right, Isaiah, Jeremiah, to name a few, all right, they died, okay, before they could see these prophecies happening in their lifetime, okay? So you gotta thank Yahweh Bashim Al Shai that you're seeing this. And again, if you have spiritual eyes and you believe you are those prophets from the past, all right, you're back here today in your lot. All right, that's reincarnation. That's for another topic. let me get this too. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Right. So you shouldn't be ignorant of his devices. If you call yourself a prophet, a watchman, all right, you're supposed to be looking into these things. All right, beyond seeing, surveying what's going on, all right, on the planet in regards to this devil Esau Edom, what he's doing. All right, so he doesn't get advantage over you. So you're not ignorant of his devices. If you call yourself a prophet, you know. And Psalm chapter 37, verse 7, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. And that's all we got to do is rest in the Lord, trust in the Lord, believe on his words. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Right. And he's bringing this wicked device to pass. It is coming. All right. But have patience. Okay. Rest in the Lord. 8, cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. Right. Don't be hasty. Okay, be patient. 9, for evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. And that's what we want. Okay, we know the Lord. You should be wanting this charagma to come to pass, so that the Lord returns, so that we can get up out of here. Do you like working for the so-called white man? Do you like working for pennies? Do you like getting up early in the morning, okay, and working for this devil? Do you like that shit? I don't. I know me and my brothers don't. We always complain how bullshit, okay, Esau's job system is, all right? But we know we got to endure. Okay, we hate it. We hate it here. Do you like seeing missing fucking children? Do you like seeing children being told that they could change their gender? I mean, we can go on and on and on. That's why the Lord has got to destroy you 2/3, because it seems like you like this shit. It really does. You like living in this bullshit. Anyway, the point is, though, the Lord's going to take this devil out. All right? That's why we just got to wait upon the Lord, because we're going to inherit the kingdom of heaven. All right? We're going to inherit the earth. We're going to be on top. Okay? Hey, look, jumping down 11. But the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in abundance of peace. Right? Okay, because once this devil's taken out power, it's wrapped. We're going to inherit the earth, all right? We're going to have abundance, and we're going to be in peace. So, Lord willing, is thus edifying. I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Radash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep adoring, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles and elders. As you can see, we're almost out of here. I mean, this video clip from Joe Rogan and this article right here and this article right here, okay, should prove, we're getting close to the end. That's why you got to be firm in this truth. Have faith, believe, and push the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai if you call yourself a man of the Lord, a prophet. All right? And for the few that are watching, keep studying when you pray. Pray with your head covered. Shalom and abad with Shalom.